God do not make mistakes. God do not make mistakes. In everything that God does, He does them in precision. He's a man that is always precise. He is, in fact, everything that God tells you, or whatever it is that is being said in your life, that has been ordained by God, there's always a character of exactitude. Now listen, it's not about how gifted you are. It's not about the potentials that you carry, your skills or your ability. It's not about how hefty your prophetic destiny is. It's not about the prophecy that is being spoken in your life. Listen, it is you. It is you. If you do not walk towards your prophetic destiny, no matter the kind of prophecy that is given over your life, that is given about you, it will still not come to pass. That doesn't mean that God made a mistake of some sort. It's not about the potentials. It's about you. It is one thing for God to speak over your life. It's another thing for you to decide when that manifestation takes place. Listen, giftings can be taken away. Potentials can be taken away. Anointing can be transferred. Grace can be transferred. That is what brings God's plan and God's purposes here. Listen, the plans of God might be that you are going to be the liberator of your family. But in the long run, you decide to mess up or drop something that you weren't supposed to do. Listen, God's purpose is that that family will be liberated. It might take Him to wait for another generation in your family to use someone to fulfill that purpose which you did not fulfill because you did not work in accordance to your prophetic destiny. Maybe because you were lazy about it, or you were still in one place. Listen, there's something about the school of destiny. When we talk about the school of destiny, admission is not always in progress. Are you listening to me? Something about destiny. There's always a time and a season allocated to every man to fulfill their destiny. When that time passes and you did not fulfill it, you cannot fulfill that destiny again. And you cannot go back to get admission into that school of destiny again. Something about the school of destiny is that destiny works with time. Destiny works with time. When you fail to fulfill your purpose, when you fail to fulfill your destiny on time, you will lose it. God's purposes will still remain, but His plans at that point is terminated, but His purpose will still remain. Something about God's plan and God's purposes. Listen, when God calls a man, He calls a man to Himself. He's not calling you to nations. But when God sends a man, He's sending the man to nations. And listen, God cannot send you to nations. God cannot send you to represent Him. He cannot send you as an ambassador without endowing you with power, without empowering you. He will send you and is going to empower you. But first, when God calls you or when God gives you something, He expects you to come back and ask directions and guidance to your prophetic destiny or to whatever it is that is said about you. You must understand that when God calls a man, He calls a man to Himself. He calls a man to work on him. He calls a man to cook him. He calls a man to mold him. He calls a man to purge him, to purge his heart. He calls a man in order to sanctify him so that he can be fortified to face whatever it is he wants to face in the future. And why He's sending that man, He's sending that man in power. And listen, God do not send a man that is always full of himself. God sends men that are dead. He sends men that are weak. He sends men that are ready to heal. He sends men that are broken. You can't be full of yourself and expect God to send you. You can't be priding in your pride and expect God to send you. When God is sending you, He's sending you when you are broken. For a man that is truly obedient is a man that has no option. He can't send you when you have an array of options, when you have plethora of options. He will send you when your first and last and everything about you is Him and Him alone. Then He sends you. But don't forget, destiny works with time. Destiny works with time. Whatever prophecy that is given over you, please work towards it so that you can fulfill that destiny on time. God do not make mistakes. Thank you.